Hello, dear Virgo. I'm Jamie Dawn, your evolutionary, revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your May 2021 horoscope. And I have people outside the window wanting to do yard work. So if for some reason it gets too distracting, I'll stop and redo the video. However, I'm going to keep going. So if you hear a little noise in the background, I apologize for that. Nothing I can do. Let's jump in. Especially because we have Mercury, your ruler, entering Gemini in your 10th house on May 4th. You've had some 9th house themes going on in April. And so here's the month of May activating your 10th house, which is all about your social status. It's about how you show up to others, your reputation, your career. It's that legacy that you want to leave behind, or the fruit of the tree that you're bearing, right? And so all the experiences that you've had over the last month, even beyond that, you're now gathering it in order to be seen or shown by, to the world so that others can see it. And this is the house of success for you. It also can be the house of failure because there's the light and shadow to everything. But as I use that word failure, if it triggers something inside of you that says, oh no, failure is bad, I'm going to offer failure is only one step away from success. I mean, we have to think about Einstein and how many light bulbs did he create before he finally got it right. And so what I'll offer to you is that the month of May has a big theme about trying out ideas. With all this Gemini activation, it's like, hey, let me throw this idea out there and see if that works. And maybe there's another one, or, hey, let me have this conversation with this person and see what comes out of it. And what you'll find is that this is a great opportunity for you to practice the communication, practice connection, practice maybe going to a little short trip somewhere. Maybe you're just leaving town and going to the next town over, or you live, let's say, inland and you go to the beach, or vice versa, right? And so what happens when we have these kinds of connections is that an initiation is set, because it changes our mind. It gives us a new perspective. And I would offer that that's what this 10th house energy is going to give you this month, Virgo. New perspective through some communications and experiences and conversations that you have. And with this perspective, leads you to greater success. It gives you greater wisdom. We have Venus moving into Gemini, activating this 10th house again with relationships, finances, with love and beauty and harmony, values, all of those things that Venus activates. And that happens on May 9th. So you may be feeling it even before then. But once Venus moves out of Taurus and into Gemini in that 10th house for you, you may find that you're able to attract conversations and connections with others that give you maybe the monetary piece that you need in order to develop more success for yourself, and also to bring in more success for others. The other thing that this could do, some of you Virgos may be looking at buying or selling a home, or you're looking at getting that promotion or that next level in your career. Maybe you're looking at other clients that you want to gather. And because you have taken good care of others in the past, this is a beautiful opportunity for the universe to go, good job here, have some more, and have it in alignment with your values. And you'll be able to communicate that very clearly. Who am I? Why am I here? What am I giving you? And how are we going to put this together? Because we also have a new moon in Taurus. So remember, Taurus is on your 9th house. And also Virgo, remember, this is not just sun sign, it could be rising or moon. And so this new moon in Taurus is activating that higher learning, the wisdom, the meaning in which you do what you do, why you have what you have in your physical world. And it's a beautiful trine to your sun, your rising sign, or your moon. And so this new moon gives you a chance to plant seeds of intention to manifest maybe this wisdom, this learning from a higher perspective. You're graduating out of the mundane, the childish kind of thought processes, and you're taking on a more mature approach to whatever is in your life and what's up for you now. I'll use the example of, let's say, buying a home, because you may have started the process a while ago, but it doesn't actually manifest yet because there's certain processes that have to take place, right? And so with this ninth house activation, you may find that you're finally signing some paperwork, or you're finally getting that appraisal, all these things that confirm, yeah, this is exactly what I need to have. You may also find that with ninth house, because it does have to do with foreign or long distance global kind of energy, that you purchase or you plan for that long distance trip. That maybe you had a trip that because of COVID got postponed until later in the year or next year, that now you get news of, yeah, this trip is actually going to happen, and here are the pieces that you need in order to make it solidify. We have Jupiter dipping its toe into Pisces. Granted, that is opposite your sign. Now, the cool thing about Jupiter in Pisces is it's traditionally in its home sign, happens May 13th. I say it dips its toe because it will retrograde back into Aquarius this year before it finally settles into Pisces for its 12 to 13 months of stay. But it is in your seventh house. So again, activating this partnership, this relationship, but also contracts. Where do you connect with others in a really it's more of a committed kind of way? And so with Jupiter here, it's going to have you looking at, can I actually take leaps of faith into a relationship dynamic, a partnership dynamic? It's possible that we'll talk about, let's do romance here, because it's not just personal, it could be business that we're talking about, but romance, because I think most people really want that sweet and deep partnership. And so with Jupiter there, it will most likely give you some faith and hope, if you're in a bonded relationship, that you can energize and you can have this great spiritual connection with your partner. Maybe that's the part that was lacking. It is possible that you and your partner may decide that you want to relocate, and that you may relocate to a foreign country. You may decide to relocate to a place that activates more of that spiritual mindset. If you're interested in something like, I don't know, astrology, you may decide that you go to a place that is has a lot of astrologers or a strong astrology community, and then you and your partner together get to enjoy learning about it, and it really helps to activate and give you a chance to deepen your connection with each other. I would also offer that if you're a single Virgo, and you've been wondering, will I ever meet that right person, that this is a chance for you to have faith again, in believe in love, believe in the partnership, really look at, where can I have great compassion for myself and also for another. And that leads where some of you Virgos will attract a partner to you that is for healing purposes. The relationship itself is there to help you heal. It's there to help you have that compassion, or to be able to give more compassion. And with this being close to, it'll be crossing your descendant, depending on what degree your rising sign, if you're a Virgo rising, that this could also expand your desire, your need, your search for meaning on what the relationship is for you. What does it mean to really be in relationship? And does the relationship I'm in, or the partnerships I'm in, do they really serve? Do they have great meaning for me? Now we have the sun entering Gemini. So going back to your 10th house activation, that happens on May 20th. So you're going to have more creativity, more sense of purpose, more drive and awareness. The sun is all about our vitality in our life, and it's our sense of purpose in life. And so you may find that you're looking, let's say, at partnerships, as I just mentioned, and you're ready to, deepen it or have more faith in them. And they need to complement what you feel passionate about, what you feel your sense of purpose is. The 7th, 10th house is a square. So that could be that you're looking at your relationships or partnerships and saying, this is needing to come into alignment with my greater purpose in life. And if I'm able to offer my gifts to others, if I'm able to be of service to others, which you Virgos love so much, if the relationship doesn't line up with that for you, you will have to tweak it. That's what the square does. It doesn't mean it has to go away. However, we do have an eclipse at the end of the month in your fourth house. So I'll talk about that for a second, giving me another reason that I'm saying relocation, or I'm saying that there's changes within the home partnership, that sort of thing. Whatever changes you make can be so positive, and it can, like I say, deepen your connections and your partnerships, but it can also eclipse them out. If that person or that situation doesn't line up with your values, it doesn't line up with where you want to be seen in the world, then you will let it go. However, I feel most of you Virgos will be attracting new and or deepening bonds with someone important, and that will give you a reason to feel more settled at home. You may find that this eclipse, and I'll talk about that, it's on May 26th in Sagittarius, full moon in your fourth house, as I mentioned, that when this shows up, and remember, eclipses can carry energy a month before, a month after. They're like full moon, new moon on steroids. And when this one shows up, it's very possible that you may decide, you know what, it is time for me to relocate to a whole new place and get out of town. And it creates a deeper connection with your partner because you're taking on this common project. We've got to pack up the house. We got to make a list of what we need. Maybe some of you, like I mentioned before, are buying a home, that this could be the time where you finalize your paperwork and you are ready to get started on your new home and you're really making those plans to move. The other thing is we've got Mercury retrograding in Gemini on May 29th, and it's in your 10th house. So you'll be revisiting, think about this, the full moon will be in the fourth and the sun will be in the 10th. So you've got your private life, which is the fourth, versus your public life. So as you are looking at Mercury retrograding in Gemini, you may be revisiting or reevaluating how you've shown up and maybe doing some tweaks. It may be that you gave too much attention to your public life and now your home life really needs the attention. And it could be that you've taken on this leadership role, or you've taken on something new and big and maybe got the promotion, so more expectations are there, or you got new clients that you need to nurture, but you're moving. Or you've got house stuff, you've got home stuff, you've got family things, maybe aging parents that you have to also tend to. And in doing so, it takes you away from that 10th house energy, which is that public or that tending to your clients and your promotion, your task, that sort of thing. Now, what we're here to do in life, and this is where astrology comes in so beautifully, is it's about returning to wholeness. So if you're able to balance or bring into harmony that public and private life, that's where you can settle and that you can reduce some of the worries, fears, anxieties that you may have that somebody's getting neglected. Because I can just see you now, Virgo, you want to take care of everybody. You want to make sure that everybody has what they need to the very minute detail, you know? Now, we've got Saturn retrograding in your sixth house on May 23rd, and it'll stay retrograde until October 10th. And that is going to be looking at your health. It's going to be looking at your daily routines. It's going to be looking at your to-do list, which I know you love because Virgo in the zodiac wheel rules the sixth house. Now, what this also means is that with Saturn sitting here, your anxiety levels or depression, that sort of thing could kick in if you're not careful. If you start worrying about the future, the anxiety kicks in. If you start fretting about the past and doing all the nostalgia and going, oh, I should have done that, and you're not taking it and learning from it, then this could create depression. And so what your practice is going to be, especially towards the end of May, is present moment awareness. You can't change the past. You can't control the future. All you have is this present moment. And with Saturn in the sixth house retrograding back there, it is going to invite you to really look at what can I control in this moment on my daily to-do list? What can I delegate? What needs to happen over time? And that it's in the little things, one step at a time, that you find your greatest success. Okay, Virgo, I hope that this helps. You know, you can find me at jamiedawn.com. Individual readings are much more beneficial than this generalized recording. Sorry, piece. I'm fumbling for words. But anyways, just know that I'm here to support you however I can. Hopefully this video gives you a few little pins on the map, and I'd love to hear how it's going for you. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and thank you so much. Have a good month, Virgo.